It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Vikings and the reigning Super Bowl champs. And it's coming up next.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings
and the Washington football team. A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. Second down coming up. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 20 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A run there with Cook, not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. Second down coming up.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
For that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of 32 that time. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. Burrow on play action. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down. They go play action with Burrow. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. They juked him. And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
On play action, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Play action. It's Burrow. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. And they go play action now. Burrow. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Cousins. That's the tight end, Hurst with it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, right at the 15-yard line here. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. And he is closing in on the 100-yard mark for the day.
And it appears that he loved the fact that they're going to play this game earlier. Daytime, he's out there running around, feeling good about himself. Whatever his prep was coming in, he's able to get out there quick and fire away.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Burrow looking to pass. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's second down. Here's Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Chase Young. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he's able to get it out of there. And taken at the 46. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. This will be caught at Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play there, second down. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. taken at about the 1.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Burrow. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down, so now on.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. To throw, Cousins. That's taken in by Smith-Marset. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Handoff comes to Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him.
Touchdown, Vikings! KJ Osborne. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score still down. The bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. Burrow on play action. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of a line.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. Touchdown!
K.J. Osborne.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Play action. It's Burrow. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And they go play action now. Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space. And he's
looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So Cousins and the Vikings down by 2 touchdowns. 2:24 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for...
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. But now it appears that the referee's been buzzed. Here we go. Here we go. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
4th down, Cousins.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
This will be caught at Samuel. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action with Burrow. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Now Burrow on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And this one will be brought back to the 22. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One last shot at the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And now off to the races, down the right side. 20. And he's going to go down. His time has now run out on this game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't